Welcome Scorpio to your October reading. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this month. Scorpio, I'm starting off with your oracle cards. This is going to give us the core messages, the main themes coming through for you for this month. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Scorpio, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with clarity, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. Right, let us see now what clarity is for Scorpio, please. And we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Scorpio, I'm going to take one more card here for you. I just want to see if I can get deeper insight into this message. The Knight of Wands. Scorpio, Two of Wands lets me know that for some time you've been searching for a community, a network, a group of people. Or my dear Scorpios, this could even be one person with whom you feel connected to, where you feel you belong. So what I'm seeing here, my dear Scorpios, is that there could be some area of your life. Now this could be a work environment, a family environment, within a social circle where you might just feel that you have outgrown this environment, or that you are the odd man out, or that you're just not connecting to the people around you, and you have been searching and looking for a place, a country, a town, a group where you know you're going to meet like-minded people and where you will have the possibility of connecting to people on a deeper level. Now, for many of my Scorpios, I think this could have been going on for some time. And Scorpio, you can imagine, if you are working in an environment where you feel like you don't belong and you feel like you're always on the outside looking in, it's a very lonely and isolating experience. And it's so natural, my dear Scorpios, to long to be part of a group where we are seen, appreciated and understood. You know, this can come through in a friendship circle where you just find yourself with different opinions, different values and beliefs to your friends, and this can be a natural progression. Now in October we've got clarity coming in, which is quite wonderful, because what it tells us is that you're going to understand what to do and where to go. And this is huge, my dear Scorpios, because you are going to realize where you need to place yourself in order to feel this connectivity. So my dear Scorpios, this could be simply understanding, you know what, I do not need to persevere in this job. Maybe the job is okay, but if you are working with people you do not connect to, my dear Scorpios, every day can feel like a week. And you're just going to come to the realization, what am I doing? What do I need this for? Let me take myself out of this environment and place myself in somewhere new where I will be able to make friends and connect with people. This is the same sort of thing within a friendship circle. My dear Scorpios, you're going to understand that now is the time, that October is the month where you're going to seek out like-minded people. And perhaps with our Three of Pentacles here, you start to join groups or workshops doing something you love and are interested in. And so you start to meet people with the same interests as you, with the same outlook as you, and you start now feeling the energy of Three of Pentacles, connecting to people who see you for who you are right now, my dear Scorpios. I love to see Knight of Wands coming through here for you, because what it tells us, Scorpio, is that in October, you're going to make big, bold steps forward in order to release yourself out of something that doesn't work and place yourself in an environment you belong. As you can see, our Knight of Wands is not hesitating for a moment. He is galloping forward into the future at a confident speed. And as you can see, he's got a very content and happy look on his face. My dear Scorpios, this is the month to make steps forward, to go in a direction where you know you will meet people you can connect to. And Scorpio, it might not happen overnight. It might take a few weeks, but you will know as soon as you get there. Give it time, give it space, slowly but surely, with our Knight of Wands energy, with your enthusiasm, your motivation and your inspiration. You will draw people to you, and before you know it, my dear Scorpios, you're going to find yourself amongst people, or remember, this even could be one person that you connect to on a deeper level, and so you will feel the sense of belonging. Very nice to see, Scorpio. Right, let us move on now and see what number 50, No Place Like Home, is all about, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what No Place Like Home is for Scorpio, please. And we have Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Now, my dear Scorpio, No Place Like Home speaks to us of coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit and being comfortable in your own skin. So, my dear Scorpios, we can see how this message is directly related to our clarity message. Two of Swords tells me that for some time, my dear Scorpios, you've actually been incredibly confused. There has been no clarity whatsoever. And you know, my dear Scorpios, when we find ourselves amongst people that we don't connect to, as I mentioned, it becomes very isolating, and we start questioning and second-guessing ourselves. What's wrong with me? Why don't people like me? Is it my personality? Is it my sense of humor? And so with Two of Swords, I see that many of my Scorpios might have just withdrawn from the whole process. And this is so normal and so natural, my dear Scorpios, because it is such an integral part of our existence to form connections. And I want you to know, Scorpios, that this happens to most people in their lifetime, and it can happen a few times. It is just about recognizing, my dear Scorpios, there is nothing wrong with you. Please believe me, this is just because you're in the wrong place. Now, in October, you're going to get your clarity and your understanding. You're going to be able to take off that blindfold, to look at what is exactly going on. Put down those swords. You do not need to defend or protect yourself. You, my dear Scorpios, only need to take movement forward so that you find a place that you can feel at home. And when you do that, my dearest Scorpios, you are going to be moving into Nine of Cups. And that is such a wonderful energy to come through, because Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Scorpio, when you take yourself out of an environment you know is not right for you, and you work with our Knight of Wands energy, moving, not giving up, not giving in, you, my dear Scorpios, in October, you are going to place yourself amongst people that you connect to from a deeper level, where you, my dear Scorpios, are going to feel like you've come home. So we are seeing you leaving an environment where you are not seen, valued, or appreciated, and moving on to a situation where, my dear Scorpios, the people around you see you. They value you. They want to hear what you have to say. They love being around you. They seek you out and enjoy you just for being you. Wonderful movement forward, my dearest Scorpios. Right, let us move on now and see what Don't Force It is all about, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what Don't Force It is all about for Scorpio, please. And we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. Scorpio, once again, I'm just going to take one more card here for you. Seven of Cups. I'll just pop that over there for now. So we are talking about this message over here. Scorpio, you have one cohesive message coming out this month. Now, the message Don't Force It is simply telling us, my dear Scorpios, if something is not working, is not flowing, and is not falling into place after all your tries and attempts, then, my dear Scorpios, it's time to acknowledge that you are simply not a fit for where you are. And it's time to reassess and move on. The Hermit tells me, my dear Scorpios, that for some of you, it's going to be a very good idea just to stop and withdraw at some point so that you can look at everything calmly, understand exactly what is going on, where you stand right now, and where you want to be. That light there in the clarity is speaking to us of the light in the lantern. When you take time for yourself, Scorpio, this month, just to contemplate and review without any pressure and stress, things are going to become clearer than ever. And with Seven of Pentacles coming out, I see, my dear Scorpios, that once you get your insight, once you understand, you know what, it's not the end of the world. These are just not my people. This is just not my place. It's not a catastrophe. All I need to do is take myself out of this environment and place myself somewhere where I belong. So we see that after you have contemplated and reviewed everything, my dearest Scorpios, you're going to be just like our little rabbit over there. You're going to be diving into a new situation. Now, when we see a rabbit in the tarot, it tells us of luck. So you have been told that this month, if you get out of your comfort zone, if you take a chance and place yourself in a new environment and just dive in head first, my dear Scorpios, you have great possibility of now taking your dreams and wishes from being up there in the spiritual plane and bringing them down into our Nine of Cups energy, manifesting something on the physical realm. So what you have been dreaming about, praying for and wishing for in terms of what this is all about for you, whether it is a work environment, a social environment, a family environment, or a love environment, my dearest Scorpios, by understanding that sometimes you just don't fit in because there is something far better waiting for you. When you make that dive in, you, my dear Scorpios, are bringing about the Nine of Cups for yourself. So you're going to get a wish fulfillment, a dream now coming true, with the sense of coming home to people you connect to and to yourself. Very big messages coming through, my dear Scorpios. Right, let us move on now and see what your spirit animal is for this month. So we want to see now what Scorpio's spirit animal is for this month, please. And you have got number 5, Bat Spirit. A rebirth is reassured. The number 5 and 50, so 5 and 0 are your lucky numbers in October. Any combination or variation of these numbers, please consider very lucky. The bat is your spirit animal, so wherever the bat comes up for you, this too is a blessed sign, and your message is a rebirth is reassured. And your rebirth, my dear Scorpios, is from being in a place, a group or environment where you feel you don't belong and you don't connect. And then working with Knight of Wands and placing yourself, my dear Scorpios, in the Nine of Cups energy, where you now feel like you are part of something bigger, where you can now grow and establish true relationships that are going to expand and flourish and only get stronger and better. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful month, and I am sending you all so much love.